is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. Alright, I told you a few days ago we're going to be showcasing this man. Finally got him to complete Link level 10. Let's jump right on in and see what he can do under a 200% leader skill. So let's hop right on in. This is his first 200% leader skill on Global, by the way. And I have his perfect linking partner with him in the AGL Gogeta. They are the best linking partner in terms of links, but in terms of actually being partners, this Gogeta's a terrible unit. We've gone over that already. So, turn 1, I know he gets 40% attack from... Well, actually, I'll just read his passive to you guys. Attacks effective against all types, automatically. Attack and defense 120, medium chance of evading enemy super attack with 1 or more rainbow key spheres obtained, plus an additional 40% with 2 rainbow key spheres obtained. And with 3 or more rainbow key spheres obtained, he has a high chance of forming a crit. So for me, that's why I went 12 and 16, because if you don't get him 3 key spheres, he does not have that chance to crit. So, mind you, also, his defense is 160, 160,000, 186, and about 500,000 attack stat. He does stack defense for 1 turn by 30%, which is nice. But mind you, that 160 might also only be coming from Gohan because he is giving super class allies defense 50%. So he might not actually be that sturdy defensively. Like I said, this is a 200% team, so he is easy aid, so he's not going to get any stronger than this, but about 3.5 million, which is not terrible. Like, I like that. I like that number. That's pretty good. Mind you, that, like I said, that isn't with the 40% that you get from 2 rainbow key spheres, so I'm going to try to get that done here shortly. We do have a Piccolo on the team that is a movie hero support again, because you could run him on pretty much any team and he'll do just fine, even though the Piccolo doesn't fit the leader skill at all. I'm going to try to rotate the LRs off these guys here because they do have experienced fighters, so we can get that Gogeta the full Link set. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to do this because they're going to finish anyway. This unit is probably one of the best units in the game. I will be doing an LR Dokkan Fest tier list here shortly, especially after the hot take that was made on Twitter that was completely taken out of context and in the wrong way. I said one thing, but it seems like everybody took it the wrong way. So, like I said, what we're going to do... Does he have experienced fighters? Yes, he does. So actually, we can do it right here. We can do experienced fighters without having to have them on rotation. Awesome, perfect. So what does experienced fighters give? Again, I don't remember off the top of my head. 15% to attack. So he's going to be slightly stronger. I want to try to get 2 key... I can't get key spheres anywhere. Of course not. Alright, so let's just see him without it. The Piccolo gives super class allies key 2 and 30% to defense. So with the 30% defensive buff, that Gogeta is looking at about 543,000 attack, so about 544 after numbers are rounded up, and about 148,000 defense. Mind you, again, he does get 30% on his super, but that is also part of the reason why I built mine to have a little bit more of a critical than additional, but I also have the chance of doing a double additional, which, that being said, he'll stack his defense twice, so he's not, and this is his first 200% team, like I said, so he's not a terrible unit. He's pretty good for what he was and what he is. Is he in this meta now? Most definitely not. In the newer events, you can't run him. You literally can't run him at all. You can't get away with doing anything. Because maybe he would have crossed 4 million with the 40%. He probably would have been like 4.2, 4.3. But he still is not defensively sturdy enough to take it. With his built-in dodge he has, the chance to dodge being an intellect unit, and the with his 1 or 2 rainbow key spheres obtained, he does have that chance to dodge, which makes him a little more viable for difficult events that allow you to dodge. But other than that, not really. He's not, in my opinion, viable at all in any new events. Offensively, he's still pretty good. Like, he's still really good. But he's not, his kit is not good enough, so we're going to need another Super Gogeta from Fusion Reborn here shortly. I'm going to assume in the next 2 years to 3 years we'll see one. And now he's going Gogeta Blue, so they're actually going to lose a Link skill together, which kind of completely ruins that a bit. Let's see, do they have all their links? Okay, yes they do because of them. So what we're going to do is this, because I don't want him, like I said, I don't want him to do that And there we go, we get all 3 key spheres, so his passive is fully activated now. High chance of crit, additional 40% attack, and a chance to dodge, with all links active. So, after that being said and done, he's sitting at 642,767 attack and 130k defense with no support unit on rotation. Mind you, no support. So I'm going to simulate if there was a 20% support for attack and defense right now by equipping this Bulma. That's what me bringing this item is doing, is simulating if there was a support on rotation. So let's just say we had a 20% support, which that's really low, but I'm just going to assume that there's a 20% support, let's just say even close to 30. But either way, I digress. 20% is about what you can only get from an item. He's sitting at 771,000 attack and 156k for defense. Not great. In this day and age, that is not great. You will not be able to survive many events at all with defense like that. But let's see what he does as he's supering. 5.43. See, that's a lot better of a number. Offensively, that's great. But like I said, defensively, he still suffers. And his chance to dodge didn't activate a single time there, with him being an int-type unit, plus having the key spheres, which give him that chance to dodge, the rainbow keys, and he still didn't dodge once. So that just goes to show me that he's good. He's very RNG based, like a lot of newer units are making, especially like the Cooler and other units like that are very RNG based to really get their full ability out. But that's, I mean, you're not going to get any more out of that unit at all, other than in that situation. So I'm just going to finish this rotation out. I'm going to bring him back up one more time, show you his stats again. But we're not going to get much more out of him, so that's probably going to be the end of the showcase for this unit, because he's not going to get any stronger. And like I said, I simulated having a minor support unit on rotation, and he still wasn't great. He did cross 5 million, which an attack stat of 5 million is good, but again, difficult content, you're not going to survive. You're not going to have a good time against difficult content like Cell Max. So let's just give him 1 key sphere again, see what he looks like here. 605,757 attack and about 150k defense, and not all of his links are active, but that's about what you're going to get from this man. He's still pretty good offensively. You could run him on most events like SBR and you should be okay. Extreme SBR, you might be pushing it. The only positive you'll get from him in Extreme SBR is he lowers attack and defense of the enemy when he supers. He raises his defense, he has that chance to dodge, and his attacks are effective against all types. So he's still viable for SBR and maybe ESBR, but like Red Zone and events like even the legendary events, you're probably going to struggle in the latter stages of the fight, and as the Red Zone goes on, you're really not going to be able to use him at all, or Cell Max or anything like that. But for the most part, he's still a solid unit, a decent leader at 130 to int types, super int at least, which you'll need that for certain SBRs, but thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.